Plant FAQs. Apios Americana. Apios Americana. Everything you need to know. If you're considering adding Apios Americana to your garden, you're in for a treat. This plant, also known as the American groundnut or potato bean, belong to the Fabaceae family, is both versatile and attractive. In this article, I'll cover frequently asked questions about Apios Americana, including how to grow it, where to buy it, and more. How to grow Apios Americana. Growing Apios Americana is relatively straightforward, but it does require some attention to detail. Start by choosing a sunny or partially shaded location with well-draining soil. Apios Americana thrives in rich, loamy soil, so it's a good idea to amend your soil with compost or well-rotted manure before planting. Plant the tubers about 2 inches deep and 6 to 12 inches apart. Water them thoroughly after planting. Once established, Apios Americana is quite hardy and drought-tolerant. However, consistent moisture will help it produce the best yield. Where to buy Apios Americana? If you're wondering where to buy Apios Americana, your best bet is to look at local nurseries or specialized garden centers. Online retailers also offer a variety of options. Websites like Etsy or seed companies that specialize in heirloom plants might have Apios Americana tubers available for purchase. Be sure to buy from reputable sources to ensure healthy, viable plants. Can I plant Apios Americana near walnut trees? Planting Apios Americana near walnut trees is generally not recommended. Walnuts release a chemical called juglone, which can inhibit the growth of many plants. This chemical can negatively affect Apios Americana and other nearby plants. If you have walnut trees, it's best to plant Apios Americana away from them to avoid potential growth issues. Does Apios Americana die back in winter? Yes, Apios Americana does die back in winter. This plant is a perennial, meaning it will come back year after year, but it goes dormant during the colder months. The foliage will die back, but the tubers remain underground and will sprout again in the spring. If you're in a region with harsh winters, consider adding a layer of mulch to help protect the tubers from freezing temperatures. Is Apios Americana a perennial? Absolutely. Apios Americana is a perennial. This means it will survive through winter and return each growing season. Its tubers store energy to help the plant re-emerge in spring. This characteristic makes Apios Americana a reliable addition to your garden, providing consistent beauty and yield year after year. Where can you buy Apios Americana? You can purchase Apios Americana from various sources. Look for local nurseries, garden centers, or online stores specializing in rare or heirloom plants. Websites like Amazon, Etsy, and specialty seed companies often have Apios Americana available for purchase. Just make sure to choose a reputable supplier to ensure the quality of your plants or tubers. When comparing Apios Americana to other species in the Apios genus, it's essential to note their differences. Apios Americana is known for its edible tubers and attractive vine-like growth with clusters of purple-brown flowers. In contrast, other Apios species might have different growth habits or less desirable tuber qualities. For example, Apios corymbosa, often referred to as the tuberous pea, has similar growth habits but may not have the same culinary value as Apios Americana. If you're growing Apios for its edible tubers, Apios Americana is usually the preferred choice due to its superior tuber size and flavor. How to care for Apios Americana. Caring for Apios Americana involves basic gardening practices. Ensure it receives plenty of sunlight and water consistently, especially during dry spells. Mulching around the base can help retain moisture and control weeds. Additionally, providing a trellis or support structure will help the plant grow upwards and enhance its aesthetic appeal. How to propagate Apios Americana. Propagation of Apios Americana is typically done through its tubers. In late winter or early spring, you can divide the tubers and replant them. Each tuber should have at least one bud. Simply dig up the tubers, separate them carefully, and replant them in well-prepared soil. This method ensures that new plants will grow from the divided tubers. What to plant with Apios Americana. Apios Americana pairs well with companion plants that have similar growing conditions. Consider planting it alongside other hardy perennials like coneflowers or black-eyed Susans. These plants can complement the vine's growth and provide a colorful, attractive garden display. Additionally, growing it near legumes or other nitrogen-fixing plants can enhance soil fertility. Can you grow Apios americana indoors? Growing Apios americana indoors is possible, but challenging. It requires a large pot with good drainage and plenty of sunlight. Indoor conditions must mimic its outdoor environment as closely as possible, including temperature and humidity. However, it's more commonly grown outdoors due to its size and growth requirements. Is Apios americana toxic? Apios americana is not toxic. In fact, its tubers are edible and have been consumed by indigenous peoples for centuries. They can be prepared similarly to potatoes and are rich in nutrients. However, it's always wise to ensure that any plant material is prepared correctly and consumed in moderation. Benefits of Apios americana. The benefits of Apios americana go beyond its edible tubers. It's also a great plant for adding vertical interest to your garden. The vines can provide excellent cover for trellises and arbors, and the flowers are attractive to pollinators like bees and butterflies. Additionally, it improves soil health by fixing nitrogen, benefiting other plants in the garden. Common problems with Apios americana. Common problems with Apios americana include pest infestations, such as aphids and spider mites. Regular inspection and proper garden hygiene can help manage these issues. Additionally, ensure that the plant has adequate water and well-draining soil to prevent root rot and other moisture-related issues. Comparing Apios americana with other similar plants. When comparing Apios americana with other plants, it's essential to focus on the unique qualities of each. For example, compare it with similar tuberous plants like Jerusalem artichokes or yams. Apios americana stands out for its dual purpose as both an ornamental and edible plant, offering both beauty and utility in the garden. By understanding these aspects of Apios americana, you can better appreciate its value and suitability for your garden. Whether you're looking for a unique edible plant or a beautiful addition to your landscape, Apios americana offers a range of benefits that make it a worthwhile choice.